So folks, I know you already know this song, but I thought what we would do is combine some of the rhythmic parts with some of the noodly parts. I'll show you all the chords as well because they're pretty straightforward, but things like in the bridge, that sort of stuff, right? All that. So we're going to go through all of Noel's fills and combine them with the rhythmic parts for fun. Now in terms of tone, I'm going with this bad boy. Ooh yeah, if you saw the demo yesterday, you'll know all about it. It is the Scran from SoundCloud Liverpool. Affiliate discount code, which will give you £10 off, making it 89 quid. Which, to be honest, is worth the price of admission alone for this song. A ton of other stuff it'll do. Go check out the demo if you're interested in that. But onwards with the lesson. So the piano part you can totally play on the guitar. So basically a C chord to an F. But you just play the top half and then the root note. And then play that 3 times. And then you go to your F shape. And do the same picking pattern. But the lead lick comes in halfway through the F chord. So that is... So you'd go from the F chord, play 2 of those, and then what you want to do is move your second finger behind your 4th finger. So it's now on the 2nd fret, back to the C, to where it would be in the C chord, right? So you go, and then you've got, play the C note, and then, so you're going to take your little finger off and hit the fretted note on the 2nd fret on the D string. And you're going to hammer on, so your little finger goes back on. And that's just the open G back to the 3rd fret on the D. So slowly. And take your little finger off. And you just play the root in the 3rd. So that in context would be... Then I go middle pickup, and you're going to play a fill that leads into the verse, which is 3, 4, 1. And then you're into the chords, right? We'll go through the chords in a sec, but just that first bit. So you've got a C shape, but abandon your 2nd and 3rd fingers. And you're going to play the open G and the 1st fret on the B. And it's a grace note hammer on. Okay, and then off again. So again the first part. And then the next part goes. Okay, ba-ba-da-ba-ba. And that is just the open D, and then you hammer on 2nd fret onto the D string, right? Yeah, and you can hear the D string ringing out underneath. Both notes again, both open strings, and then with an upstroke you'll hit the G. So all together, 3, 4, 1. Right, again. Lovely stuff. First chord's nice and simple. Also the chorus. 2 beats of each, and you're going to go C to G, A minor to E, F to G, to C, A minor G, for 1 beat each. That's it, right? So that all the way through would be. And that's fine to just play that, but if you want to mix it up a bit, there's some rhythmic alternatives, because he does noodle about in that. And basically you can play. So that would be down, 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 up, and as you do the up, you take all your fingers off. Because you're going to need those to move position, right? And occasionally he'll just do 3 1/8 notes. And then do the open string thing. Alright? And then you can do a couple of fills. So when you get to the end bar, which is... you can arpeggiate the A minor to the G, which is... like that. So that is just... it's actually an A sus2 that he plays. And then change. And you just play the low part of the G and then the high part of the G. Alright. The end of verse 2 he also does a fill and he plays this. Okay, rather than going... and then to the C. Another subtle variation on that little arpeggiation. So from the F shape, you only need to really fret 3, 3, 2, 1. So that's from the 5th string to the 2nd string. Because that's open, right? The open E. Then you slide. So it's a grace note slide. Okay, so you play the 3rd fret on the B straight after you move. And then you do the 4th fret on the G, just at the end there. Then, and that's just... and it's handy to do an open string just before you move to the G, because it means your fingers are free to move, right? So hold an A minor shape, and then just take all your fingers off when you get to the open string. Right. Loads easier. Then we're into the kind of bridge part, and that's just F, F minor for 2 beats, and then C for a bar. Which is, you know, alright, but it's a bit boring. In the actual tune, he plays... alright, he plays that. So that is 2 palm mutes on the low part of that chord. Then you do down, down, up with full chords. But on the up, you take your 2nd finger off. So it's... okay, so you get... and then 3. And then open strings. Okay, so it's... right, and then you've got this fill. Which is lovely. So that all together. Now, let's analyse that fill, because this is probably one of my favourites actually. You've got the C shape, and then you're going to do a... so you take your 2nd finger off the 2nd fret on the D, and immediately play a hammer on to the 2nd fret on the next string up, okay? Then 2 whacks. I'm just palm muting those. Then you do... so that's a C shape, right? I'm just hammering on my 2nd fret and playing the D and the G string. Okay? Then you got this triplet hammer on and pull off. Same, I'm keeping the rest of my fingers where they are, apart from my second finger. So that slowly. Again. So the whole bit. Alright, and then it goes on like that. Okay, that is just hammer on. That's all you're doing while you're still holding the rest of the chord and playing double stops with it, right? And then one more. And that's an easy one. Then you're going to go. So that take that look off your face bit. A minor to G. To an F. The last phrase actually overlaps a bit because it actually goes. So you could do that, or you could just shorten it. And that's just a G power chord. Then you go 4, 5, 6. Yeah, A flat diminished. And then you got A minor. A minor, G to F, right? Back up to G for one bar. Then the other guitar stays on the G for one bar, and then Noel plays. And then you're into the chorus, which is also the verse. So that little fill is just all these double stops, they're cool. So you've got 5th fret on the D and G, hammer onto the 7th, and then play the 5th fret on the D. And I take my third finger off when I play the D. Otherwise it gets a bit messy. And then you've got a bend on the 7th fret full, up 2 frets, 5th fret on the B, and then 7, 5, 7. Alright, so that slowly. 3, 4. Nice and easy. Then the chorus is one round of the verse. Then you play. You don't do the. So you leave out that last bar and you go back around again, okay, as per the tab. There's a few little solo bits, we'll go through those because they're fun. That would be. Okay, plays that over the top. So 2 beats on the A minor. Then you go. Pretty straightforward, all pentatonic. Hammer on there. Bend. And release. Then 5, 7. 5. Then you do a slide, but you've got your I put my 3rd finger on the 7th fret and you pluck it there and then slide quickly. So it's that move from the first position to the second position, right? And then you've got just Just a series of hammer-ons, okay? Then you're back into the verse, and then a few more fills. 3, 4, 1. Okay, easy enough. I'll do it again slowly. That shouldn't cause you too much problems. Then you've got a few unison bends, which is like a third guitar part that comes in over the top, while the other guitar's playing this sort of stuff, right? So you've got... Then it's the next bridge, and we've got 3 really nice fills over the C part of the F minor C progression. And then into that, right? So those 3 fills from the C. Simple enough, right? Same one we played earlier down there. I'm just playing it up on the 5th fret. So exactly as per tab, right? I'll slow it down. So you might just need to move your finger down 1 string to do that. And then the next one is bend on the 7th fret. Just very simple run. And the next one, slide from the 7th to the 9th on the G. And then with the upstroke, pluck the 8th frets on the B and the E. So if you can combine the chords and those little licks, that's a pretty slick bit of playing there, I think. Then one more lick before we go into the chorus, which is 1, 2. Silly that. So it's 1, 2. That's easy enough. Then you've got a bend and release. Same part we played before, with that tagged on. Then you've got to play the 5th fret, and I would keep the 7th fret bent there. Okay, and then I'm abandoning the 5th fret. So you get that, that's the sound. And again. And at that point, chorus is in. Etc. Right? And the last chorus plays round, I think, about 3 or 4 times. And then the last chords right at the end, where it's sort of, you know, tapering off. You hold on the A minor, then you hold on the F. For a bar each, then F minor. That's for 2 bars. And then you're going to play like those chords, right? It's the verse again, but you just cut it off at the C. And then the guitar line sees you out with this. 3, 4, 1. To finish, right? Straightforward enough. 5 7s all the way. Then another section there, right? So we've got 2 sections. And then, so you just put those together. Next bar is. So learn that bit. Then you've got the last bit, which is. That's pretty straightforward. You don't need to put that note in if you don't want, but I think that's what I hear. It's kind of an incidental, really. Then that's where it's going from the G to resolve to the C, right? So there you have it. Hope you learned something new, and if not, then it was good chatting to you. Cheers. See you again soon. Bye-bye.